Hey, welcome to another episode of the Music Manor. I'm Monty. And as a matter of fact, did you know that your vocal cords are an actual muscle that can produce sound at around 750 miles per hour? So, you can actually work your vocal cords, get stronger vocal cords, sing more, A lot of yelling, y'all already kind of working it out. But 750 miles per hour, I totally believe that. A lot of y'all can talk that fast, so that tracks for sure. So, that is the Manor moment. All right, we back, guys. And, well, that was not a Manor moment, but matter of fact. But yeah, so trying to get these shows out, man. Good Lord, fighting YouTube, fighting losing power. We barely had any kind of it was barely a gust of wind earlier this week, but it kept knocking out the internet and stuff. I don't know what was going on, but we're back finally. Getting it back again. Had to give you one for this week. Have some great shows coming up. Some more things I want to talk about in terms of music history, my inspirations. I love that, and I got a great. It's gonna be a show, and then it'll be a video breakdown coincide with that show as well. So that'll maybe be next week. But I'm excited about this video breakdown. It's gonna be from the Jamie Foxx Show, and this will not be the only music breakdown. I got another one, but I'm gonna save that one because that one is one of my all-time favorites. But this one here, Jamie Foxx, if you don't know or you kind of know a little bit, Jamie Foxx, of course, is very talented. He's a musician, he's a singer, he's a stand-up comedian, he's an actor, he's a whole lot of things. Jamie Foxx is as talented as anybody, and I mean anybody. Like the brother's just super super talented. Like you might have somebody that's a better actor or a better singer or a better comedian, but all them people you name can't do everything that he can do. Like there's very rare you can find somebody that talented that can do that many things on a high level. I mean, he's won an Oscar, he's got gold albums, he's got hit TV shows, comedy. He can do it all. Glad he's feeling better. He had a health scare. He's kind of back though. But just a super talented dude. And he first came on the scene on a show called In Living Color. It was a sketch comedy show. And I remember, he was really funny dude, wild dude. And he did this. His most famous character was Wanda. He dressed up as this wild chick named Wanda, and hijinks ensued. That's really what put him on the map. But then, I never forget, they did like a Christmas show, or it was a show around Christmas, whatever, Christmas themed. And he sang This Christmas, right? And you can look it up. Look it up In Living Color, Jamie Foxx, This Christmas. And so, you saw him like clowning, but you never knew he could sing. And he sang. I was like, oh, he's pretty good. Wow, okay. But you were just more like, he just probably just did that to fill it. That was a weird show too, because let's take a quick break on that. That could be a whole video breakdown. If you watch that, first of all, In Living Color I should do a show just on that. In Living Color you want to talk about talent. The show at that point, Jim Carrey is on the show. All the Wayans family's on that show. Jennifer Lopez, she's just a dancer at one point. They got Jamie Foxx. I mean, they got David Allen Greer. They got so many people that went on to do some big time things. But anyway, on this Christmas episode, like Jennifer Lopez is there in the front and the dancer girls. Jamie is there, Jim Carrey. But then behind them is the Wayans family. And the Wayans family, they got on these black shades and they're not saying anything. And everybody else is like, oh, I want to say, before Jamie sings, they're like, oh, I want to say Merry Christmas to my family, blah, 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 blah. And I remember when I watched it at the time, I thought it was just part of the joke, because none of them, it's like Marlon is there, Sean is there, and, a couple others. And then there's even one of the cast members, and they got on black glasses. I didn't know, but come to find out, Keenan, who started the show and created the show, was in a dispute with Fox, and he walked out of the show. And they couldn't walk out necessarily yet because they were still in the contract. I guess Keenan could. So they were protesting, like a silent protest. So anyway, Jamie sings and he kills it on that. And I just remember kind of just remembering it. I was like, oh, he could sing, but then they just did more shows and all that. Then he gets his own show, and I believe it was on WB. It was on the WB network. It's the Jamie Foxx Show, and I remember the first thing I noticed was the theme song, and he's singing the theme song. I was like, oh, he's singing the theme song. I was like, okay, he liked to sing a little bit. All right. And then on that show, anytime he could, he was trying to sing. Again, this is the Jamie Foxx we just know is the funny dude from In Living Color, but he is always trying to shoehorn in a little singing here, a little singing there, and then he would like redo the theme and update it. And then next thing you know, after the show, he really gets serious in the music. It's an amazing story. He tells how he kind of got on with that. And then you knew he could act, but then he really gets serious acting, and of course he gets Ray and all that. So this is from the Jamie Foxx Show, this video breakdown. And this is an early, this is probably, I don't want to be false, this might be the first time he sang on the show. But also, why it strikes me is this is the first time he plays music. Because when he sang on In Living Color, he was just singing, there was another guy playing the piano. But on this, he's playing the piano. And that's why I was like, yo, this dude is like, he's kind of talented. So, all right, let's go to the video breakdown here. Give me my big video breakdown music.
Video breakdown.
Thank you. All right. And we'll go to the screen here. Okay, so what's happening is, so as you can see, right, I'm gonna get to everybody's own in the scene in a second. Jamie was on the show, and it's like they run a hotel, and his uncle and aunt run the hotel. Uncle Junior is his uncle, and so Uncle Junior's friends are like in town, and they're hanging out, and Jamie's there, and they're like hanging out in the little ballroom of the hotel. Okay, so we'll just take it from here. All right.
The way I remember it, neither one of y'all could sing. I was the one with the voice. Jamie, yeah, we had a group back in the day.
I was trying to see up. You didn't tell me nothing about the group you've been holding out on.
Young Bloods.
So that's Uncle Junior there, and then that's Jamie. This is like the first season, because I don't think this brother lasted very long on the show.
A lot of things you don't know about me. Say, fellas, let's show Jamie, Preston, and Dennis how we used to do. All right, come on. Make it remember. It's been a long time. Hit that card.
All right, so now this is Clifton Davis from A Man. A lot of things he's done, really, great career. That is Garrett Morris. Garrett Morris was on Saturday Night Live, legendary guy there. That's Mr. Gaines from In Living Color. All these guys were like in like a lot of TV and movies, all of them. They all been in something you probably seen before. Okay, so they're about to sing this song to show Jamie they had, they had it back in the day.
Ready? How I've waited for this moment.
It's that old school doo-wop.
To be by your side. Your best friend Rome told me had teardrops in your eyes.
Now they really singing.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home to say.
All right. Okay, come on, get on up. So let me tell you something right now. I really miss this kind of, I don't know. I don't really watch like network TV and sitcoms and stuff anymore. If they have them, I don't know. But I miss kind of that studio audience. You know what I'm saying? Where, a guest star would come on the show. You know how it is. Wait a minute. Who's at the door? Oh, it's such and such movie star. And then everybody would clap because the studio audience was there and all that. I do miss that. So it's cool when they did the little song and everybody sings and all that. So they sing, they a little older, so you see them knees is catching us.
How you like the song, man?
Man, y'all all right. Well, get you some dome spills and y'all back on the road. name of y'all's group anyway? Boys to Old Men?
I'll tell you what. Since you want to be so flip at the mouth, why don't you get up there and see if you can do better?
Hello.
Yeah, see, we used to sing in our day. Y'all do all that hippity-hoppity, whoopity, scratching and sniffing.
Yeah, but y'all had radios back then. Yeah, but you know, hey, that ain't like me. I'm gonna tell you right now, cause I got skills.
Now, he's saying that in the show, but he's trying to tell everybody, like, he's like, y'all don't know, I ain't just with the telling jokes. Like, this is foretelling what's to come. I should have looked this up. You know, I don't know me. I always be thinking about stuff I should have looked up after the fact. This is, hold on. Okay, the Jamie Foxx Show. I know this is season 1. Let me, man. Oh, no, wait, I know how I can find it. Okay, wait. Jamie Foxx Show. Because Clifton Davis is only on one. Clifton Davis. Seems like old times. And that is... Right, okay. So this is the 9th episode of the first show. This is in 1996. Wow, that takes me back. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so that's how far I go. Okay, so he's off in Living Color because In Living Color ran until... In Living Color... That ran until 94. So then he gets the show, probably 95 next year. They see something, he starts filming the pilot or whatever. So this is 96 when this airs. All right, so he's trying to let us know he got skills. So here we go.
Show us what you got.
I don't want to embarrass y'all since y'all in the twilight of y'all career. Well, since y'all old chaps is popping off up there singing, have your hips popping and going on. I heard screams bouncing out the shoulder blade and everything else. I ain't done this in a while. Is this a piano? Because I haven't really done it.
So right there, I'm like, hold on, because that's a real piano, and that's not an overdub. Okay, I you know, if you play, you can tell like because if you notice when the older guys were up, somebody put them in key. Let me see if I can go back real quick. Somebody got the key, and they really did. Let me see. Go back to the old guys when they walked up. Yeah, so watch when they walk up. Hear that? See, right there. So he really is putting them in key. So the piano is real. And I could just tell the way, if they were going to dub it, it would be a much clearer piano sound. They're just, you know, low budget. They ain't probably got time to do all the overdub stuff. So they're just running with it. But as soon as he started, I was like, wait, he could play, you know. So let me go back again.
Twilight of y'all career. Well, since y'all old chaps is popping off up there singing, have your hips popping and going on. I heard screams bouncing out the shoulder blade and everything else. I ain't done this in a while. Is this a piano? Because I haven't really done it. Through my window, I watch her as she passes by.
It's like, oh, okay, all right.
I say to myself, don't you know you're a lucky guy? Hey,
But it was just my imagination
once again,
running away with me.
it was just my imagination running away.
And there we go. Right. So we off and running right there. That's I mean, and they're all singing, okay? Again, like when they hitting these harmonies, all these cats can sing.
It was just my imagination
Everybody singing. They all can sing. Like, so, you know, that's impressive. And the rest, as they say, is history. Like, he would sing some more. He would always have singing people on. He had Gladys Knight on. Gerald Levert. So many people came through, and this really became a thing where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to establish myself. But I always noticed, I was like, yeah, he really keep trying to sing on these shows, you know what I'm saying? So and then here, let me do one more bit of research, because again, that show went until but at the same time though, he was serious about acting too. It's just hard to do like all those things, but I'm trying to see Jamie Foxx, how long they did. Jamie Foxx Show, hilarious show. Yeah, 100. Oh yeah, 100 episodes. That's the special syndication mark. Keep getting them checks, y'all. Yep, 100 episodes. Started in '96, so 5 seasons, and went to 2001. So yeah, there was it. And you know, I just always was like, before everybody really knew, I'm like, man, that cat. So it just goes to show, you know what I mean? You never know what's really in people. They maybe just need that opportunity, need that shot, you know. I mean, of course, now, you know, again, he's done as many things as you can do talent-wise. But I always love that one. There's another one that we'll get to later, like I said, but I love that one because everybody was just kind of like, wait a minute. Oh, this dude, he really got to work. Because this show was his real showcase. That In Living Color thing was one little time. It's at the end of the show. A lot of people might have missed it. A lot of people, and then the Wayans family, they left very, very soon after that. So the show kind of went down. So you might not have known that, but he put everybody on notice that he could sing then. And again, his background, of course, in church, you know, his grandmother, you know, that's where he learned to play and sing and all that stuff. And just a real talented dude. So, hey, you know, that's why I say, put these kids in the music. You know what I'm saying? That don't leave you. You know, you put some folks in music, you put them in, get that repetition, that practice, and you never know where it can lead. But that is the video breakdown. Shout out, all right, Jamie Foxx Show, everybody on there, Braxton, Fancy, you know, Aunt Helen, all of them. That's a funny show. I love that show. So check it out. I used to put that show on people's iPad videos back then when I was bootlegging. All right, but that's it. All right, guys. Hopefully YouTube will let me put this out here and not mute my stuff like they've been doing. But you know what I want you to do until next time, guys. Please be blessed. Stay sharp.